So they're back in my little ficus that I started from a cutting a few years ago, and as you can see it's doing really well and it's covered in aerial roots. These all grew pretty much in the last few months, as I actually removed most of them when I repotted last year, so I guess my grow tent is nice and humid. I don't know how functional they are, or if even half of them are even still alive, but they do look cool and add a lot of character to this little tree. I didn't repot this spring, and maybe I should have. It is in a small pot, and while it is larger than the one it was in before, it's still small. And ficus do grow roots pretty quickly, but for whatever reason I decided to leave the roots alone this year. Although I did trim the top here, nothing too drastic. I just tried to thin out the top to let more light in. I was hoping that would cause it to go crazy and send loads of new shoots out, but that didn't really happen. It did grow, but you'll see over the next few clips it wasn't that much, which makes me think I should have repotted it. Maybe the pot was too full and it struggled this year. Although you will see that the aerial roots do grow a lot. By the end of the video they just seem very thick, like you can't really see the white background behind the tree. And maybe that is because the pot is too full, so it put more energy into the aerial roots. I don't know, but I didn't get much foliage, and while those roots are cool, I will probably remove them all again when I do repot it next. So it's a bit annoying that it's put the energy into the wrong thing, but it's fine. It's still healthy, there's no rush. This tree has already come a long way very quickly. It was just a tiny little twig, and the trunk has really thickened up and it actually looks like a little tree now. You can see in August there is growth on the top, but it's maybe not as crazy as it has been in the past. But you can really start to see what I'm saying about the roots. They're actually starting to look like just one massive trunk. Then by September it'll be slowing down now, and I'm also sure this little pot is jammed with roots, so I'll definitely repot it in spring. I would love to put this in a really wide and shallow pot, probably like an oval one, and then try and get the canopy to grow more outwards. Then have all those roots growing down in the same way they are now, but kind of over a wider area. I think that would look very cool. At the minute everything's kind of bunched up and close to the trunk, and of course the pot itself isn't very wide, so that'll be why. But as always, the problem is space. I would struggle to find space for a slightly larger pot, let alone a nice wide oval one, but maybe one day. But for now I'll just have to do what I can. And here we are now, so not a lot of action this year from this little one, but maybe this year will be a little bit better. Thanks for watching, see you next time.